everyone, it's Liam Caddison here, and we're watching Lucifer as we jump into episode 14 of Season 2. Whew, it's been a crazy ride these last few episodes, especially with the prospect of Lucifer and Chloe looking like they were about to become a thing. And after Lucifer found out the truth regarding Chloe about her being the miracle child and how she was deliberately placed into his life, he's been, reassessing not just this new romance that he's discovered with Chloe, but their whole relationship. And after the whole thing with Charlotte and her feud with Lucifer's father, of course, it's just driven him up the wall and he wants out, and he is seemingly departing from LA. If he's already left, then I do expect him to come back at some point, or at least reconsider things and, take things a bit more cautiously, especially regarding Chloe, because I'm sure he would want to... Well, the fact is Chloe doesn't know yet, so it's going to be very interesting to see how she's going to react when she is told this information, but he's going to take things a bit more cautiously, I would imagine, with Chloe, with this revelation in mind. So yeah, it should be a very interesting episode ahead of us. But first, I do want to talk about Season 3, because I'm sure there's going to be quite a few people wondering what I'm going to be doing in regards to how many episodes I'll be reacting to a week, because of course Season 1 I did 1 episode a week, and this season I've upped the ante with 2 episodes a week. And of course, we're approaching the end of the season. After this, I believe there's 4 more episodes left. So I feel like it's a good time for you guys to know what's going to be happening in regards to Lucifer Season 3. So it seems like we will be going back to 1 episode a week. I think the episodes might be a bit long, like in terms of how many episodes there are for Season 3. I think there's a few more compared to Season 2. And the reason why I'm wanting to jump back to 1 episode a week is because there's a lot going on in regards to what's going to be happening starting from, I guess, late October, because The Mandalorian is coming back. That's a short series itself, but with Once Upon a Time, with Buffy, with Angel, I'm doing Umbrella Academy for Patreon, the movie reactions, all that stuff, The Good Place, I'm doing Attack on Titan as well, which I'm nearly finished, but Season 4 is about to start as well. Ruby, oh my god, there's a lot of shows that is coming around, and of course I don't want to, risk the prospect of burning myself out, so I think 1 episode a week is a pretty good option. I know this might mean a longer wait in terms of, like, getting from Season 3 to Season 4, but again, you don't want to risk the prospect of burning yourself out when you've got so many shows that you want to react to, so but no, there's not just that as well. It's the prospect of me finding my own place at the minute. I've been looking at a few places, and November might see me. I'm not guaranteeing anything, because I did have a look at this house and I was supposed to get it, but it was taken off and Liam was sad. But yeah, I am wanting to have my own place, and that might happen in November. There's a place I'm currently looking at. Whether or not I'm going to get it or not remains to be seen, but there's also the prospect of that, as well as a charity live stream event that I'm going to be doing with my best friends for Extra Life. I'll, of course, put a separate video for that, for those who are interested in watching me for 24 hours, getting up to some hijinks. We've got some crazy stretch goals in mind. But yeah, I'm going to be doing 24 hours. I'm staying up all night. So Sundays are usually the recording day for me. Right now it's Sunday, the 11th of October, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So I won't be recording anything on the Sunday, because after the Extra Life live stream, I'm gonna be needing some sleep. So there's a lot going on from the ending of October throughout November, and there's also the prospect of December as well. I might bump it up to 2 episodes a week midway through Season 3, but I'm not making any promises, because like I said, there's December we've got to be cautious about as well. Christmas time we'll be getting everything in terms of presents for, like, family, etc., and there's WandaVision as well to consider that I definitely do want to react to. I don't think they have a date set as of yet, but I'll be definitely wanting to react to WandaVision. So yeah, there's just that to take into consideration. So hopefully you guys are okay with that, because like I said, there's a lot going on, so I don't want to risk the prospect of burning myself out. So yeah, with that said though, let's jump into episode number 14 of season 2 of Lucifer. It's going to be pretty exciting to see what happens in this episode, so with that said, let's go.
Worth every penny.
Ooh, what's this? What is this?
It's your funeral.
No, it's someone else's, isn't it? Ooh, ooh!
Catch. Well, yeah. And this. Looks like the band lost their frontman.
Oh man. One of them did it.
Can't believe he's gone. We were in such a good place.
The album was selling, man.
Nobody
Tour's
like
gonna be
wanted
huge.
him to be the lead.
There.
It's a convertible.
Plus, I wanted to show your police friends just how generous my honey is.
Oh!
He paid that sketchy diamond guy a ginormous pile of cash for it.
Wow.
Wait, was that the thing in
Who
the...
is this?
Well, not
Right.
Candy.
Meet Candy Morningstar. My wife.
Mazel tov?
I thought we were friends.
More than that.
Friends? Yes, friends. That's exactly what we are, just friends.
Oh! Oh!
So it's all sorted.
Okay, my
That's
heart's
the way it
broken.
was,
Great.
you know, before.
Yes, I get it.
Hey, real classy.
Thank you.
It's not a good look, is it?
You think they like me?
No.
You piss off without
What's not to
notice,
like?
get married, come back and be like, hey! Oh yeah, I'm married, so...
Psycho crazy making.
Yeah, wanted to kill him.
I didn't say that.
Ouch. Shit.
Oh.
I wouldn't take it too personally.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not me she's talking about.
What else should she be talking about?
So, you want to explain the...
See? Right there. Mannequin hair is in the crowd behind the yellow tape.
She's right, it's him.
Good on Candy for...
Well, it's highly unlikely for Ash's divorce mediator to be lurking at the scene of his murder, yes?
Yeah, very. I'll track him down. Nice.
Well done, Candy.
Well, I don't get a lot of names at my job, so I'm super good with faces.
I mean, she seems...
Right, this is fun, isn't
Nice
it?
enough.
This is fun.
You let me down, Lucifer. I mean, what good is a partner if I can't depend on you? I don't need you anymore.
Surely you don't mean that.
Ooh, that
do.
stings.
You can go.
But
Both of
you
you.
messed up real bad.
Showing up and made myself expandable.
Oh, do you mean indispensable?
No, expandable. I got a boob job and it totally expanded my horizons. Because then I could do something none of the other girls could do. You want to see?
Oh, yes.
No.
No.
But, the part about showing up. That's not
I'm sure
actually
she
bad
said
advice.
Elton Tom as
It's
well.
called acting as if.
Not
Yes.
the other Elton.
Yes, well done.
You go undercover with your stripper wife.
Right, first of all, she's an exotic dancer. Stripper is pejorative.
Well, far be it from you to disrespect your bride.
Thank you. And secondly, Candy is a natural at getting me to talk.
Oh, I bet she is.
I know.
Maze is checking out Candy.
Lucifer has outdone himself.
Bottom line. Myself.
Her bra size equals her IQ, huh?
That's generous.
See that vein popping out the side of your neck? Same thing happens
The
when I throw
aggression
the
in
dishes
her
in the
voice.
trash instead of washing them. You're mad.
Oh, no. You can call me Candy.
Change your mind, Lucifer. Change your bloody mind.
Divorce, Lucifer.
Well, I just feel like we're supposed to have a partnership. It's all he cares about. I'm tired.
Putting on the accent as well as the cherry on top.
Oh, the crux
The
of
candy
issue?
on top.
Oh, no. That would be Lucifer disappearing and then popping back up with zero explanation and a ditzy bimbo on his arm.
He's cheated on you in 5 days of marriage.
Of course I
Ooh.
didn't. I've been...
Wow. I almost believe you care.
Have you ever known me to lie?
That's it, he can't lie.
I don't know.
You dying broke him.
Why don't we take 5? Okay, yes, I helped Ash in the divorce, and I got him all Courtney's money, but there was no side deal, because I did it for free.
Okay, well
I did
that
it for the band.
didn't
I
go
did it for the
as
music.
we expected.
So you were a fan?
No. I was the manager. At
You
least
know you
Ash
can be a
promised
fan.
me. It was the night the music died.
Perhaps Marla didn't want to be the 5th Beatle.
I was just
have a new suspect.
1 second away
If that's
from
the case, then
making
you're welcome, Detective.
a
It's
reference
nice
to
be
the
needed.
Beatles.
Look, go
The
home.
music died.
It's for your son, and you'll do anything to make sure he's happy. I want you to know, I got Lucifer's back. And yours. 'Cause you're my mom now, too. We're family.
She's just like so done.
Sinister genius.
Mother, come on now.
Here, I thought he really is that far gone. And that would mean that my son is really and truly broken.
You'd think.
And I'm the one that broke him.
Mom, don't.
I manipulated him. I
This is
pushed
what
him
you get
too
for being the
hard.
mother of the year.
I did this.
There we go. Can't resist a crack a smile.
The woman I'm singing for is someone very special. And her name
It's Candy.
is Marla. Has anyone seen Marla? We're looking for someone called Marla.
Oh.
She's here.
Oh.
She's the bass player. Already been processed, and I've written you a song. Ready? Crime-solving devil. It makes sense. Don't overthink it.
That's the Lucifer thing.
It was wiped
My
down pretty
God.
good, but I found traces of Ash's blood on the tuning knobs.
What, so
I
Marla's
think
the
it
killer?
works.
Murder solved.
And Chloe, you're protecting her because she had no choice.
So I gave it back to her.
By holding up a shield made of candy.
Very
I'm
sweet.
sorry, Lucifer.
He
You
does
should at
care for
least
her that
explain
much,
some of
but
this to Mom. She's upset.
it does break your soul.
She died and went to hell for you.
The dead guy's blood on their guitars.
Whoa, what?
Ash's blood was all over your base.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh,
I
someone
ran
set
because
her
of
up. Someone set her up. Oh
What, you're
boy.
making fake IDs?
Yeah, that's how I make friends, okay?
How come you didn't tell us Ash wanted to kick you out of the band?
I mean, nothing screams friendship
know
more
that?
like fake IDs.
Candy, darling, I can't talk now. I'm about to catch a killer.
Oh! You caught him.
Gonna have to call you back.
I think this is the second time Lucifer this season has had that treatment. Don't think it's up to his kick, though.
Do your worst.
Don't listen to him, Doug.
Now go on. Yeah, it's your last wank.
You sure?
Better still. You shoot, detective. Come on. 2 birds.
You sure you
one
want this on your conscience? Ooh.
You okay? He's in the other room giving a statement. Don't worry, he's fine.
Did you save him? Thank you. All right.
I love Candy, okay? Might be hopeless at times, but I love her.
I begged him to quit, but no. My hubby's.
Don't be late.
It's still like a bitter pill to swallow, isn't it?
Bit soon after, so.
If I told you that the sword was right here, on Earth,
What if I said you were
and it's already
bull?
in your
Like,
possession,
What?
the
no.
flaming sword is Azrael's blade. We have everything we need to go home.
Oh no. Oh, temptation. Devil's tempted.
Divorce is quite expensive these days. In fact, why don't you add this one to the pot?
Thank you.
So they were
Put them both to
working
good
together.
Did you know? I totally have so many plans.
Candy is a genius.
Not to making plans.
Oh.
I wouldn't screw that one up.
protecting her. But
Try not to.
interesting. Okay. I hope we see more of Candy because, well played. Damn. It's so funny because, like, I was willing to buy the idea that they were actually married, that the whole dilemma with Chloe and Lucifer had sent Lucifer... Because this is what I was trying to think about, like, okay, well, like a few episodes ago, he was talking to Dr. Martin about how do I process this? Like, this is the first real thing in terms of love that because he's usually a guy that impresses the women. There's nothing, like, serious that happens. And Chloe was, like, really the first serious thing he had. And then a few episodes later, he goes off and marries Candy. But that could have been chalked down to him not being in the right state of mind after learning everything... everything regarding Chloe and how he feels like all of this has been manipulated, and it could have just, like, made him do something he wasn't... it made him do a rash decision. So... And I really love the fact that it was all a facade. And it was so good, because you had Charlotte say, she is the most smartest opponent I've had, and she was. She fooled her so well. Yeah, enjoyable episode. It was... I want to see more Candy, though. Like, I feel like that's a very, very interesting relationship, especially with the fact that she was pretending to have married Lucifer, and this was all, like, her personality that we saw for the most of the episode wasn't authentic. It was a front, especially with Lucifer wanting to protect Chloe, and I am very interested how that's going to be kind of explained, because I would have thought she would want to have sticked around and keep this ruse going. So yeah, but it was equally heartbreaking, but also very, very interesting at the same time, just to see everything unfold from Lucifer revealing to have married to seeing Chloe's feelings. It was just really, really a mixed bag in terms of emotions, in terms of, like, your heart's breaking, but it made for some really interesting bits and pieces as well. So yeah, I just really love the fact that, you know, Charlotte was trying to get info out of Candy, and then Candy, like, she knew what she was doing as well. That's the icing on the cake, really. That Candy knew what Charlotte was doing, because this Lucifer would have said, okay, do this, do that as part of the deal, which I'm assuming it was related to the bit at the beginning where Lucifer went to confront those, like, mobster people. So yeah, but I really like Candy showing up, and I hope she becomes, like, a character that keeps coming back every so often, because I think, you know, interesting stuff. And I kind of like the idea that, you know, Lucifer was partnered with her, and they have this, like, pact going on, this secret pact, because of something that Lucifer did that really helped Candy out. So yeah, I really, really like Candy, and I hope we do see her again at some point. I also like the parallels going on. There was quite a few parallels, I guess, with the crime of the week, with the fact that the victim wanted to go solo. Kind of like how Lucifer, like, wanted to leave. He, like, the band, the victim of the band got murdered. He wanted to leave, and Lucifer wanted to leave LA, which he did come back, of course. But the parallels didn't stop there, because the ex-wife was involved, and that split situation, should I say, split, yeah, I don't think that's a word, but yeah, that split situation between the ex and the victim, you know, that kind of parallels to Lucifer and Chloe, because, you know, they're fresh off heartache, if anything. So Yeah, I gotta say, when Chloe and the ex was talking, and Lucifer thought that they were gushing about Dan, it was just really comical. He's like, I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to believe that, he is also putting on the act, like trying to pretend everything's okay, and when it's not, because he has to. I think that is the case because he has to protect Chloe. He has to, um, you know, try to keep her romantically away from him. Um, so I think all of this, like him acting like, oh, everything's okay when it's not, is all part of the ruse, of course. To try and to. I don't want to say kindly, but to kind of like not have any romantic feelings bring about. He has to do something that is a bit of pill to swallow in a sense, isn't it? So, but it's very Lucifer-esque as well at the same time for him to feel like everything's okay and, yeah, not take regard of like not reading the room. So yeah, but I thought the mediator, I think that's the scene where Chloe was pretending to be Candy and they aired out their feelings was a pretty good bit as well, especially since it led to the manager to the mediator being a manager of the band. He could also be a fanboy as well. Nothing wrong with being a fanboy, but no, he was a manager, and it was very, very interesting to see how these angered, angered feelings is probably the right description, but these feelings be aired out, and Chloe revealing her frustration. So, it's just really, really tough because I mean this is it. Lucifer's not completely hopeless. He can read the room, so like he's not exactly he's not dumb whatsoever. He's very, very smart. Hence why he pulled that ruse, and it worked like a treat. It's just that it really hurts seeing him just like not take in anyone's emotions and pretend everything's okay when of course everything isn't. So because you have hope for the Dexter ship, and you kind of want, I feel like things will go as they should. Chloe and Lucifer will because they still feel for each other at the end of the day. But it's just Lucifer wants her to be protected, and but yeah, I really liked this episode. I like the idea that Amenadale was looking out for Chloe in that time. But yeah, I thought this was a really fun episode, very impressive. Especially seeing the fallout of the last episode, where I thought Lucifer, I thought Lucifer. I think he came back a lot earlier than I expected. If anything, I would have expected him to come back at the end of the episode. But this was all part. This was a nice way to try and to explore Lucifer's feelings further regarding the hurt that he's felt with the revelation about Chloe, as well as Chloe's feelings as well. Yeah, it was just good stuff. I'm intrigued on the idea as well about Azrael's blade that Charlotte mentioned about her war. She was explaining why they didn't exactly win last time. And yeah, I'm really worried about how that's going to go down, like in terms of like the Azrael's blade being the key for the feud with Charlotte and God. Goddess and God. I know, like, she's called Goddess. Charlotte's just used for the sake of brevity, so, yeah, it's a lot easier for some reason. But, yeah, the feud, yeah, we've got our secret weapon, so great stuff. I'm just really worried about what's going to happen. I mean, he seemed to be a bit tempted with the prospect, but yeah, and this is the thing, like, I'm glad that Lucifer did call out Charlotte and did recognize, I guess, eventually that, yeah, she made a sacrifice at the end of the day. Because this is what I was saying in the last episode. Yeah, she's done these manipulative tactics, and, you know, I despise her. But I think at the end of the day, she does have that genuine. I mean, she did something very, very ambitious for her own, for herself. And that was out of love. So she does have that genuine care for him, and she does love him. The problem is she is a bit manipulative. She is, yeah, she can be very, very venomous, and she just frustrates you, doesn't she? So, yeah. But, yeah, this was a really good episode to focus on the fallout of what happened, especially in the mini arc that we just had. It was very, very tense emotionally, especially, like, you could understand Chloe. And this is the heartbreaking thing. She doesn't understand why why Lucifer would be doing this, because she doesn't know she's a miracle child. So, yeah, I mean, when she finds out, I'm sure she's going to be putting two and two together, and, you know, maybe that's why Lucifer was distant from me. But at the minute, she is just completely... And it's worse when you consider that, like, earlier this season, Dan and Chloe said, okay, it's time to get a divorce. That's a lot to weigh in on, like mentally. Especially since, you know, he fathered Trixie. So that's a lot to weigh in. And she finds kind of hope with Lucifer, and yeah, so it's really, really difficult for her as of recent. So you just feel so bad for Chloe, but yeah, I really enjoyed this, and yeah, interesting episode indeed. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!